I've just found some footage of Okuplok, the person, playing Okuplok, the map. This is news to me. I did not know that it existed until a couple of days ago. Jario joined my Okuplok TV Max Attempt stream on Twitch and mentioned something about Okuplok playing his own map. Now, if you don't know him, Jario is an old-school Doom speedrunner, and he was around back then when Okuplok was creating his map some 13 years ago, so I was intrigued. Maybe we could finally see what are the intended strategies for all these insane fights. Maybe I could learn something new and improve my own strategies for the UV Max attempts. Or maybe it's, cheated. So I asked around, and it turns out that it's not just video footage, but an actual demo. Thanks to Chira for finding this. Now, the demo is for Okuplok version 2, and the download link no longer works. I tried running the demo on the most recent version, 13, but unfortunately, this is what happens. Yeah, the demo is out of sync. It looks like he's trying to do the platforming from here, which means that version 2 probably didn't have this starting room with the teleporter. However, there's this website called WAD Archive where you can download version 2 from. Thanks to Derek for finding this. All the links are in the description, by the way. Now, with the old map version and the demo to run it, I can finally show you Okuplok playing with himself. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, as I suspected, there's no starting room, and this first platform is huge, which means that he made the platforming harder in a later version of the map. Crazy. He jumps down, grabs a rocket launcher, and starts stacking rockets into the imps. This is pretty much standard. This is what I do as well. He's going to be deep rocketing the imps and going upstairs, grabbing ammo from the left to stay safe from the Revenant rockets from below. And just deep rocketing all the way. This doesn't surprise me at all. It's the first fight. He might have done this a couple times. Now, this is interesting. He tries to jump the trigger. Did you see that? It didn't work because the trigger is for the pain elementals, and you can see the cage of the pain elementals on the right side open, so it failed. But he did try to skip the line by jumping on the outside of that cliff, which is extremely risky and not worth it at all strategy-wise. But it's interesting because it seems like he kind of knew that there were some tricks to skip some of the triggers, and he was fine with it because he released 11 versions of this map afterwards, and he didn't fix this at all. He kept it in. So this is intriguing. Maybe he was okay with doing some tricks with the lines. I don't know. Let's keep watching. So he reaches this spot, and he knows there's archfiles. He stacks a lot of rockets into the imps before running up, and uses this ledge to block the line of sight of the archfiles, and now he's fine. So this entire strategy is identical to what I do and to what most people do. It doesn't surprise me because at this point, this map has already been played by a couple of people, and most people just started with this fight. So overall, the community had more experience with this fight than anything else. Now here he does something different. He rockets the archfiles a lot to accelerate things, and this does speed up the run. But honestly, I don't like it, and I wouldn't use it myself just because it's a bad investment of rockets. And at the start of the map, if something goes wrong and you are in a bad spot ammo-wise, these rockets, you will not recover from them. And you might run out of rockets to kill the imps that will let you get more rockets later on. So rocketing the imps later on is a good investment because you get back the ammo you're using. Rocketing the archfiles early gets you nothing. So I really don't like that. He's in a bad shape, 49% health. I think he's just gonna grab some medkits. This is purely RNG. The first fight is just RNG, how much armor you get across. Let's do fight 2. He triggers the fight and hides for the mastermind to stop her from firing. This is very interesting. He doesn't exactly use the corner that I used, which is a little bit safer and took a little bit more damage. Armor is kind of on the low side, but you can get across with 0. But let's see what he does. Ooh, that is a tight squeeze. That is very early to go behind the barons, but he makes it and grabs both medkits. Now that is a waste. He should grab the Berserk first because the Berserk is mandatory, and the medkits he could keep them for later. That seems like a very poor management of resources ammo-wise. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, another max damage roll and he's dead right here. He should really grab the Berserk at any point in time, but I think he's being greedy. He's saying, oh, one more hit and I'll grab it. And then it's the max damage roll. Let's see what happens. But he's circle strafing. This is a strategy that, ouch, that I also use because, well, he knows that the Revenants are above him. So if he just keeps circle strafing, none of the Revenant rockets hits him, and then he just needs to worry about dodging the Barons. He also didn't rocket or hit the Barons at all to keep them in the center, which is interesting. It's a herding technique that I use to keep them in the center and prevent them all from migrating to the sides at once, because if they all go at once, you get blocked more, and yeah, you get a ton of damage like it happened to him here. That's a lot of damage. He really needs to pick up that Berserk. That was a minimum damage roll, I think. Very lucky. Oh my god, 13%. Okay, now he really does grab the Berserk and he should be fine for a while. Some close dodges, but I don't see anything spectacular skill-wise. Or anything that would feel suspiciously cheaty. This seems like normal play so far. You can notice from his movements, he doesn't SR40 a lot. Mostly he's moving forwards in a straight line. So I'm not sure, and to most experienced doomers, doing SR40 is like second nature. You don't even need to think about it, you're already running in a diagonal to be faster. He doesn't do it, which is strange. Okay, the Barons are almost dead, he starts rocketing the Revs. You might notice that there are some badly positioned Baron corpses on the left side of the arena, which is bad for... There they are, those two. Oh, three, there's one on the outside, that is terrible. The Archvals coming up next will resurrect that one, and it will be a nightmare to kill him. But maybe he has something else planned for the Archvals. Let's keep watching. Now it's just clean up for the Revs. And then let's see if he's going to punch some imps or... well, at least we know that he is in here and he doesn't open the bars early. He understands that being locked in this arena is an advantage. He is safe from the imps and everything else behind him. He should really be using the plasma against lone revenants like that, because ammo is quite scarce. Okay, blow up the Rev Cloud, and now what? I think he's just gonna open the doors and rocket everything. There's no time to waste after all, right? Yeah, here we go. Now he needs to spend his rockets to grab more rockets from the right side of the cliff. And there's a bunch of imps there. Let's see what happens. Is he gonna run out? 15 rockets here. Killing lost souls. How many imps are there? This is not looking good ammo-wise. This is why I don't like to rocket the Archvals. Lots of plasma juice though, so he should be fine here. He is focusing more the imps than the lost souls, so I think he has that goal of getting those rockets from there. There's no other option really. 76% health, 0 medkits left. Oof, that was a close shave. Okay, imps are dead, he can grab rockets now, he's gonna finish off the pin elementals first. Plasma's running out too. Ooh. Quite dangerous that play with the Revenant rockets. I don't think he's even... Yeah, he's not gonna punch anything. He punched 0, exactly 0 monsters. But with the amount of rockets he has now... What was that? What? That must have been a Magnus fireball. With the amount of rockets he has now, he shouldn't have an ammo problem at all. Okay. These Archvals are dead. He needs to clean up the other ones. There's an imp fallen down? I heard an imp there. Okay, clean up of the Archvals. Nothing special here. Despite everything, he looks like his ammo situation is quite good. He's even wasting rockets by picking up too many boxes. Now come the spiders. I don't think he's going to use them. No, he's just going to kill them right here. Which again makes me wonder, how are you planning the monster corpses for the Archvals to come? I don't think he is planning. He's just looking and shooting. And how many rockets is he going to fire here? Is he going to bring the Cyber Demon early? Is he going to do the Archvals first? I changed my strategy quite a bit from the moment that I did my... from the moment that I was first playing the map, actually, and then I did the analysis video, I changed my strategy. And then I started UV max attempts, and I changed my strategy yet again. I now fire all the rockets that I have until all the Manx on this side are dead, and I do believe that is the best strategy. It looks like Okuplok is doing the same thing. Yeah, he's shooting all his rockets. He's even gonna run out of rockets. He doesn't have cells though, because he spent them all killing the stuff backwards. I usually have cells that I can finish them off. Oh, he's just gonna grab more rockets and finish off the max. That's fine. The imp is still down there. I can hear it. Yeah, he's got plenty of rockets. He's fine on ammo. A little bit of SR40 here, but it's not constant. Feels like he's struggling to SR40. He only does in certain areas. He's basically SR40ing in the straight lines that I would SR50 where they locked angle at this point. But it's just down to experience. I'm not sure how experienced Okuplok was with Doom back in 2012. But he had done some runs and some pretty bold claims too. Okay, so he's waking up the Cyber before the Archviles. This is what I used to do before. This is my old strategy. I no longer do that. Now I know that it's better to just deal with the Archviles and then go for the Cyber. But it looks like he's going to make the Cyber in fight with the banks. And it makes perfect sense. Ooh, that's a bit early for the shotgun. Ooh, he might get blocked. Nope. Okay, he's fine. That's... You don't want to go there and then get blocked, body blocked by the Cyber Demon in that corner. Ooh, almost a face rocket. Wow, I felt that. I felt the warmth of that rocket. He's just taking tons of damage here. 62% health. He has no medkits left. One blast from the Archviles and he's dead. I'm assuming he's just gonna wing it. And now he's just gonna force the Cyber Demon to infight for a long time, I assume. Even this strategy, I changed it a little bit more recently, after I've done the analysis videos. I now try to go outside, because I've killed the Revenant, the Archviles behind me actually. I go outside and I try to rocket the Manx on the left to accelerate the cleanup. But he cannot cross this line, he cannot go outside, otherwise there's a ton of Archviles behind him. He has 63 rockets, it's enough to deal with them, but he shouldn't... Is he gonna do it? Oh shit. He's gonna trigger the Archviles. With the Cyber Demon still alive and took damage from the Manx, that is horrible. Where is he gonna go? He goes left. Okay, this is my old, very old strategy. This is what I used to do before I even did the analysis video. I didn't realize that this corner was less survivable than the other one. Yeah, because the Archviles just swarm you at a very close range and you have nowhere else to back off when they are in the middle of your cave. Let's see how this goes. So far, so good. He's killed 5-6 vials. There's an Arachnotron revived somewhere, but as long as the Archviles don't run towards the cliff and res a lot of Manx, he should be fine on ammo. Just don't let the Arches overwhelm you. That one's dead, okay. Yeah, that's what you do not want to happen. He knew about it. He rocketed the vial to change its target. Smart. There's the Arachnotron. If you kill the Arachnotron, it's just gonna get revived again. This is why I don't like it. This position is bad. The vials get hit by the Manx, especially with the Cyber Demon fighting outside. The Arachnotrons get rezzed. Only SSG. All the vials are dead. And there's no vial outside. He just grabs right now the supercharge. 130 health. If this was my attempt, I'd be saying, oh, this is a disgrace. That's dangerous, but, well, infighting continues apparently. That Cyber Demon is stubborn as always. And at this point, I do go outside to try and make the Cyber infight the 4 Manx on the far side. And rocket those as well to accelerate things. I wouldn't rocket these Manx, because those are the best candidates for infighting against the Cyber, especially if the Cyber tries to get back inside the cave. But I mean, Okuplok here seems to just be wanting to accelerate the run no matter what. Speed, not survivability, is his priority and focus. I can also hear another imp downstairs. Not sure if he's gonna shoot the wall and kill it downstairs. Maybe he'll just keep the imp for later. Yeah, this is what I do. A lot of rockets there. Careful, keep an eye on the Cyber Demon. A bit too close. I wouldn't risk it this much, especially at this low health if it was me. But it's not me, so... I also wouldn't peek outside at that distance. I might just get a fireball to the face without time to react. Now I guess the next question is, how many Manx is really going to clean up? I assume he's going to kill all the Manx on this side of the cliff, but is he also going to shoot the far cave to help cross the corner when he's dealing with the Cacodemons? At this point, there's only one Mank at that good position to infight the Cyber. He decides to just shoot it down with plasma. Okay, I'm not surprised. Cyber was almost dead anyway. And he is going again for speed, not survivability, which is strange considering the map and considering this is 2012. Looks like you didn't kill the imp. This is a pretty bold spot to be shooting rockets from, but I mean, you have plenty of space to see the fireballs incoming and dodge them. So, doesn't really surprise me at this point. Lots of rockets there. Makes perfect sense. And, I'm not sure if he left boxes of rockets behind him, but he might just ignore that and go for speed and trigger the Caco demons ahead immediately. Okay, that's a lot of rockets. At this point, he's shooting the cave in the back. Not exactly these manx on this side of the cliff. Or not. Okay, he's going for the cackles. He is going for the cackles. Okay, so next fight. All the manx here are dead. What movement pattern is he gonna do to hurt the cackles? Because if he goes straight exit, he's dead. He's going middle. Does he know about the cover in the middle? He needs to back away more. He might get hit by manx fireballs here. Nope, he just doesn't give a shit. Okay, it seems like he's going to the start. Oof. I'd be cursing right now. I'd be saying some pretty ugly swear words right now if this was me playing. So he goes start first. Is he going to do start mid exit? What is his movement pattern, I wonder? He's doing deep rocketing. It looks like he knows that shooting the cackles in the back in the middle yields the most splash damage. He's not even rocket flickering, not looking at the manx fireballs on the right side of the screen. Almost got hit going backwards there. Well, he could see those. Okay, that's fine. He just keeps on moving backwards, and if he gets hit, whatever. He's just expecting to get lucky. That's fine. Okay, he dodged that one. I would too. You could see it on the right edge of the screen. I wouldn't stay here. This is a terrible spot to be. Strategy-wise, this is where you get hit the most. You just want to run to the middle or to the end to just get out of here. Oh, that's one manx still alive. He deals with it. That's fine. Does he stay on the middle? Does he get into cover? Okay, so his plan is start, middle, and then something else. He is in cover here. Nope, he's out of cover. Never mind. Start, middle, start. That is terrible. But I mean, it is a movement pattern. He is hurting the Caco demons away. But start, mid, start has this problem. You can't go in. You gotta go immediately back or you get blocked by the Cacos right there. The second time you go start, you can only stay there for very little time. He's almost dead here. Very poor shape. 41% health. He doesn't go mid again, he's going straight for the exit. I mean, that's fine, he knows his medkits here. It's probably the most sensible decision. He grabs the medkits in the back and not the one at the front, because he probably expects to get hit by the banks if he gets too close to the edge. Makes sense. And he obviously also knows about this cover. I'm unsure if he actually knew that the middle spot actually had cover, or if he just stood there by pure chance. Another problem of doing start mid-start is this problem right here. The Cacos, they're hidden. All the time that you gained by hurting the Caco demons away, you just lose it here, waiting the Caco demons to reappear. Sure, they are infighting, but you're not rocketing them down, and rockets are the main source of damage against this huge Caco cloud. Please do not grab that medkit by accident. That would be a shame. Took him a while to start rocketing, but that's fine. I guess those first Cacos were infighting. Probably intended. Is he gonna micro dodge? No, he's already in view of the Manx. The Manx could have been shooting here. Might have been actually shooting him here already. Does he go out to grab rockets? No, he goes back in. Okay, he's just improvising, dodging left and right, looking at the projectiles and trying to dodge everything. There's no discernible movement pattern here, which is fine. I mean, the Caco projectiles are not very numerous and they're pretty slow, so yeah, you can dodge this just fine. Doesn't surprise me and doesn't look cheated, if that's what you guys are thinking. I don't feel like if he could hide a record from two, if he could hide segments, he'd be doing it here. It doesn't make much sense. What the fuck is that damage? Okay, that is terrible. Grab that medkit. Careful with that Caco. Why are you ignoring that Caco? That Caco should have been dead first. I think now he's got the fight. Most of the Cacos are either infighting or dead. A couple more rockets and he's done. 86% health, 0% armor. What is he gonna do at the Blood Oasis? Because the next fight, the Blood Oasis, is the true test after this. This one is pretty easy. Everything is pretty easy up to this point. The Blood Oasis, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna kick your ass real hard. Mank projectiles from the very right side. He got hit. Minimum damage roll. Okay. I would have seen that, but okay. I've probably played all of these fights a million times more than Okuplok himself, so I don't think I can criticize. I'm not in a position. Oh, that is so dangerous. I'm not in a position to criticize anybody really, unless they come up with bold claims. But well, that's another story. Still improvising his dodges, sometimes even moving in front of projectiles. Maybe to get a better angle on his rockets might be possible. I don't know. He didn't wake up any of the revs, makes sense. So as a global strategy, he is doing all of these fights one by one. He's not doing an insane task maneuver where he triggers everything because he wants to get the map done in less than 2 hours. Now he's going for the revs. That's too many revs, and you still have Cacos behind you that might change targets and hit you. What's the plan here? I wouldn't trust this. But I'm overly cautious, and he just seems to be going for time, not caring much about his survivability. He's just hoping that the Cacos will keep infighting, and none of them will shoot a single projectile at him. Doesn't even look right. Okay. I mean, with 78% health, even if they hit you, you'll be fine. So I guess for Okuplok, this is an acceptable risk for him. Wouldn't be for me, but I even like to carry armor into this next fight if possible. I doubt he has my strategy though. The hide in the corner strategy, I don't think he's gonna do that. This is my second time watching this demo, by the way. I've speed watched through this at like 300% just to see where it ends, so I'm kind of spoiled to this. I did it on purpose so that I could know in advance that if I should do a commentary video on this run or not, and it turns out to be kind of worth it. It has some interesting things about it, but I already know some of the things that will happen ahead. Not all of them. Okay. Why is there a cyber demon awake? Oh, right. So I think what happened here is that one of these cyber demons on your right, the cyber demons on this new fight, got hit by a Mank fireball and woke up? Or maybe the map is different and has different sound tunnels and all the cybers awake. How many cybers is this? That sounded just like one cyber, so I'm going with the theory that only one Mank fireball hit them. He doesn't go for my strategy. He's not hiding in the corner. What is he going to do here? So this is the hard mode for this fight. He is doing this on purpose, so the rockets hit the imps on the right side. I wonder if he's going to try and loop there to get them back of the cave early. Okay, rockets on the other group of imps, and now... Okay, that's dangerous. Walking backwards on the rockets, that's smart. What is this? What is this? You don't even look at the rockets behind you? Bro, what are you doing? Close to the... This is too late to go... You want to do that at the beginning to make the Cacos and fight the... cybers when there's no stray rockets around. That seems too dangerous. I think he's just counting on getting lucky. That was dangerous. I think he saw that rocket. No, don't be turning to the one cyber demon. You want to be turned to the 4 cyber demons. You want... No, he's always looking away. Okay, if you want to do this strategy, that's fine. But your camera is always pointing at all the cybers, so in case there's a stray rocket, you have time to react to it. Now, question. Is Okuplok going to be affected by Toby Fox? I doubt it. But anyway, there's some Toby Fox for you guys. Toby Fox never fails to surprise. What is this? Running in front of the imps? How did you not get rocketed in the face? Oof. He might be able to get in the cave now. Enough time has passed. That was a dangerous rocket. Okay, at least now he's looking at the cybers, hurting the monsters away, and he's going to run for it. Did he live... He didn't leave the supercharge. No, he was below 100 health. He is at 104. What? Oh, he was silent this entire time. He didn't shoot a single rocket. And thus, these imps did not wake up. It would have been better if they woke up. Now you got imps in front of you and possibly rockets from behind. Ooh, how is he dodging those fireballs backwards? I guess he's just lucky. He's just counting on improvising like he's Neo. Improvising like a god. No movement patterns for me. I just improvise like a god. Or I segment like one. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't accuse him of anything at this point. I would just say, hey, he's just getting incredibly lucky. And this is probably not his first recording. He's done this a few times until he got a lucky run that got past this mess, for which he shows to have no consistent strategy. Like, if he ran this strategy 10 times on this fight, he would survive maybe 20% of the time, I expect. Why are you shooting all the imps? The imps are your armor. Now you're exposed to the rockets of the cyber. The fight is won at this point, so there's no reason to add risk. Cyber Demon isn't fighting in the back, which is good. Yeah, you can hide there where the medkit is. You can hide here. You need plasma for the cyber. Cyber's not in fighting. You leave them in fighting. Makes sense. Okay. Cybers die. Whoa, that is a 20% damaging floor. That changed. Those rivers of blood are only 5% now. Like, thank God. Okay, he changed that. He can go for cells and kill cybers now. Does he go for the spots in the corner? The blind spots of the cybers in the corners? No, he's unaware of any blind spots, apparently. Okay. How does he see the rockets through the Kako corpses? Oh, you can see them barely. Well, as long as he keeps on moving, it's unlikely that he'll get hit at this point. The worst part is over. And he opens fire, he's gonna focus down the cybers. That is so unnecessary. These risks are so unnecessary. If one of those Kakos dies, the corpse falls down, and third rocket of the volley goes down at bottom level, and you get hit in the face. You do not want to walk behind a dying Kako. Okay. A bit risky. Okay, this is done. Now Archviles and then Revenants. He's gonna have a problem with the Revenants because he didn't clear the cave with Mancubi on the other side, so when he presses that button, he's gonna be facing the Revenants and having Mank Fireballs from behind at 80% health. Well, he can get to 100 with a medkit, but still, that's not good. What is he gonna do here? Didn't even use the weapon bob to avoid damaging floor. He's even in worse shape. Doesn't grab the medkit. The medkit was there. Why didn't you grab it? Now he's just YOLO. I don't need medkits. I've got segmenting on my side. What the fuck is this? The Manks are going to shoot you from behind. There are the Mank fireballs. He doesn't even look back. Nope. Doesn't need to look back. I'm just going to dodge like I'm a king. Well, okay. Here he is kind of in the blind spot of the Manks. Weird spot to dodge all of these Revenant rockets. At this point, he can just rotate the arena. Is he going to do that? Goes back into the Manx, dodges that. Well, he could see that fire. How does he see that? How does he see that? Would I call this suspicious? Damaging floor again. What are you doing? You don't know about the weapon bomb, my dude? How can you do such miraculous dodges and then not even avoid that massive 20% damaging floor? I'm grateful that you changed that in the map, but come on. I'm sure you can do better, right? But I mean, again, it's 2012, and it is expected of Doom players in general that do not have the years of experience that we do now to have a, let's call it an inconsistent pool of skills. So it's plausible that a person like Okuplok is actually really good at dodging, but really shit at calculating damaging floor and preventing that from the weapon bob. There's just lacks of knowledge, gaps of knowledge in his knowledge base about Doom strategy that just show this huge inconsistency, being great at one thing and then horrible at another. I think it kind of makes sense. Okay, now it's easy. You can see the fireballs. Are all the revs dead? Should be. Anyway, this is why in the Cackle fight, the Mancliff, I kill all the Manks, or most of the Manks, before going into this arena, so I don't get Mank fireballs from behind and I can just focus on the revs. Just eliminating risk one at a time. That is the consistent way to go about it. I mean, I'm not saying that Okuplok needs to play my way, I'm just saying that we play differently. Okay, wakes up all of the Archviles. There's a lot of corpses there. He's fine, they're just gonna resurrect. Okay. Well, he does have the rockets. As long as he dodges the Archvile attacks, he'll be fine. Also 200 armor, so... yeah, at this point, risk is pretty much 0. But it's gonna be slower than just dealing with 4 or 5 Archviles without having them resurrect everything. So if he is indeed going for speed, what is this? He didn't prepare the corpses, I think, so he's just not prepared for this. Decent Revenant rocket dodging skills. He doesn't need to go all the way around there to dodge and hit those on the wall, but I guess that's fine. I think all the archers have died. See, he's just moving in a straight line. This is not even SR40. He only SR40s in certain areas. Medkit? Yeah. More rockets. Well, you have plenty of rockets ahead. I don't think you'll have a problem. Should be Manx on the left. There we go. See, he knows about this thing. If he knows about this, it means he's played this a couple of times. This is not his first playthrough in the slightest. Of course he knows about this. I mean, he made the map. And he probably play-tested these fights quite a couple of times. So I think that, unlike popular belief, the existence of this demo shows that these fights were play-tested. And so then you might ask, why in the ever-living fuck did he not reduce the difficulty? Well, he didn't want to. He made it on purpose. He went back to make the starting platforming harder. Probably to just exclude people from playing his map. Like, if you can't do this platforming, don't play Okuplok. I mean, fair enough, bro. I wouldn't do that, but you do you, I guess. You don't deal with the lost souls, okay? Is he gonna run back up? Or is he gonna stay here? Okay, he's sure. You can stay here. You can do this. This is a viable strategy. But it also means you will need to plasma through the pinkies when you run out of rockets and collect more ammo, because if you just stay here, you will completely run out of all sources of ammo and you will die. Simply put, you do not have, including the shells and the SSG and the plasma, you do not have enough ammo to kill all the pinkies and pain elementals and lost souls. So let's see what he does when he runs out of rockets here. Ooh, face rocket. Why are you moving your mouse left and right? You should move your mouse where the center of the monsters is and trust that the blast damage kills everything. Don't aim left and right. Just aim at the best spot and commit to that. Oh, so much splash damage. He's fine though, 166 health. Run out of rockets now. What now? No, you can't stay here. Oh, okay, he's going. He's going. I don't think I watched this fight. I think I skipped this one. Or did I watch this? Does he get blasted by an Archvile? I don't think he does. This is safe enough for the pin elementals, but you are getting bit in the back by the pinkies. It doesn't really matter. You have a mega head. You'll carry 200 health and armor to the next fight. Surely you will. Okay, plasma for the pin elementals. He needs to switch to rockets now, because he's not gonna... That's a bit early. Oh, he's gonna go back again. Okay, I hope you have enough plasma for this. He should have switched to rockets at the end and... Ooh. 100 cells. Still not through. Still pinkies. You need to run around them. 50, 40, 30, 20. Ooh, that is a close shave. Okay, rockets, and now you should be fine. Okay, so this is a viable strategy. It's probably even quite survivable, considering he also grabbed the Megasphere. It's a huge waste of resources. At this point, he is not carrying 200 health and armor into the next fight, but whatever. He's alive. Lost soul is on your right. Lost soul. He knows. He knows. He ignores the lost soul. Dies to splash damage. Okay. Okay. That was a face rocket waiting to happen. You can still hear the imp on the blood downstairs. There were 2 imps downstairs. One might have died to the splash damage of the rockets while killing all the cacos. He did get hit by an archvile, so I did see this before. That was so unnecessary. Even less health and armor to take to the next fight. I would just restart here. Would I? Probably not. Alright. There's no point in using the SSG here. You've got so many rockets. Just rocket everything and you can replenish your ammo. You will not replenish your shells here though, so it's just a bad choice. You can even restore your cells. There's plenty of cells upstairs. Oof, damage from the lost souls. So unnecessary! What is this? Does he not care about taking health and armor into the next fight? What is this? I know he could dodge this, but it's like... low effort, I don't care. I'm so cool, I can't be bothered. I don't care about this. I'm gonna take damage because it's just lost souls. Who cares about taking 200 health and armor? I'm putting words in his mouth. This is a roast at this point. I don't know what he was thinking. But he's proven that he can play better than this. Why take damage from the lost souls? Just run to the other side, there's space there. You can hide behind the wall, totally safe. It's not like this is faster than using the plasma, for which you still... Well, he doesn't have cells actually. He could have picked up. There's a cell pack right by the door. Okay, killing the archviles from here is actually safer from the other side, because on the other side you may get blasted into the blood, and then you're just dead. But... I mean, I don't think it ever happened to me. I'm pretty careful about rocketing files from the other side. This side is fine too. Now you'll have to deal with the cyber demon. I hope you'll get cells first. You get the cells? What? What is he thinking about right now? From the gameplay, it feels like he's distracted or something. Grabbing the cells so slowly. Rockets too. You're gonna grab the medkits, I'm sure. Yeah, waste them too. Well, he should probably be able to deal with the cyber demon with 0 damage. I mean, look at this space. So much space. Almost ran into that rocket. A little bit of a distraction there. This is another one of those places where a very simple and tiny movement pattern will keep you 100% safe, and it's brainless. You just practice it and... Okay, he killed the imp as well. It was a cackle there, interesting. He killed the imp that was falling downstairs, and now he's dealing with these revenants late. This is much worse than dealing with them from above, because those rev corpses will get resurrected by the archviles after you do this platforming. You do not want those rev corpses placed on the right side of that platform. You want them on the left, which means shooting them after the first fight is done. The second fight is done, actually. It looks like he doesn't think much about monster corpse placement when it comes to dealing with archviles. Might be one of those things where, hey, there's a gap in knowledge from your skills in Doom, which is totally justifiable. Also, you have to wait for all the rockets to go by before you can start shooting it. What is this damage, man? Come on, you saw that. He either plays like a champ or plays like a noob. Come on, get consistent at something. Makes you look bad. No wonder people accuse you of stuff. I hate the placement of those corpses. It makes me... almost makes me cringe in real life to see those rev corpses being deposited on that spot. I'm like screaming inside of my brain, like, stop that! Stop that! Well, at this point it's too late anyway, so... Looks like he's preparing to jump. Holy crap, go get the other medkit you left behind. Go get more rockets. Cells, there should be cells too. I don't think he grabbed all of them. Although he did use a ton of cells for the pinkies because of the strategy he used. So he might be out of cells here, which is bad because he's gonna get the BFG in 2 fights from now. But this is great. I'm very happy we found this demo. Maybe we will see how Okuplok deals with fights such as the Castle Siege. The Revenant Snake. The Archie Kondo, right? What is your plan, Mr. Okuplok? How are you dealing with those? What is the intended strategy, really? Hope you will not disappoint us. I assume he doesn't have more cells. So he might be opening the map to position himself here, just like I do. When you open the map, that is not visible when you play back a demo. So we just don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just basing off of his feel of how close he is to the platforms. But he does stop every time there is a sharp angle. So this is what I do. And I think this is pretty much what everybody does when there's platforming that is difficult. And with a lot of zigzags, you stop when there's a sharp angle, you realign yourself, and then you go safely. So this platforming is quite easy. Wait a second, can I do this? I can do this! Is there a teleporter to get back? There is. Okay, so at this version of the map, it closed now, but it was open before. If you fall down here, you can teleport back and restart the platforming. But once you jump on this platform where the archviles are, that thing closes down. If you fall down now, you're completely dead. Now the problem is, the archviles are going to resurrect those revenants. Is he going to plasma them? What is he going to do? Archviles teleport in. There's at least 2 or 3 revs that could be resurrected. The corpses are not very bad, actually. Oh, he's just dragging the archviles to the left on this side so that they do not approach the other side of the cage and do not go resurrect corpses. That's clever. That's clever. That's a lot of rockets wasted. You kind of want to go forwards with 80 after these barons. He's gonna rocket all the barons, plasma them. What's gonna happen? You have 18 more rockets to fire total, including the archviles you need to kill. If you fire more than that, you're not taking 100 rockets to the next fight. SSG here, you're also not recovering those shells, but that's fine. You could have used the plasma. What does he do here? Does he run or does he stay by the button? What is the strategy? Okay, he stays by the button. That's a rocket. Yep. So this is what I do as well. You can know if the rocket is coming for your face if you see the fire animation of the cyber demon happening and you don't see a rocket going to the side. That means it's coming straight for you. So you're actually looking for the rockets you don't see, like that one. Very lucky here. The cyber demon only fired a couple of times. Health and armor are garbage. Look at this. You should be close to 200 here, but he's just wasted so much health in the previous fights that his old mega is very low. And the dealing with the archviles, I mean, dealing with the masterminds in the next fight is going to be a problem. Stop wasting rockets, please. Use plasma for a single archvile. Only rockets when there's 2. Kill that chain gunner first. No, stop with the rockets. Oh man, I can't look at this. My instinct to conserve ammo is hurting me. He deals with the archviles first and then the revs. Interesting. He should be using plasma. He can go down to 200 cells and still take 600 forwards, but he needs to stop at 50 rockets. So he's just gonna have fewer rockets on the next fight, which is not critical. His big problem is the health and armor. Because much like the Blood Oasis, the next fight, the Marble Dungeon, is deadly if you don't know what you're doing. Although finding the strategy to deal with it consistently is easier to find than the trick that I have for the Blood Oasis. You just go in the corner with the pinkies. I'm not sure if he's gonna do that. Is he gonna jump down? Does he start the infighting? What does he do here? Masterminds? Hides? Oh, he does provoke the infighting on purpose. Ooh, ouch! Oh my god. 71% health, 0 armor. This is looking bad. Well, if this is the masterminds that are infighting, grabs the BFG. Oh! Okay, this is so risky. You should never do this. You should always grab the BFG and hide behind either this pillar or that pillar over there in the distance. Because if you just grab the BFG and you run down, what can happen if you're really unlucky is that one of these archviles teleports in and immediately targets you. And if you are here, they can still see you. You have no cover. However, if any of the archviles and if the other 2 archviles targets you, you can hide behind this wall, right? The problem are those archviles, and the only real way to hide from them is to either go here, which is bad because of those archviles, obviously, or to just go behind this pillar, which is what I do. And here, you are hidden from all the archviles. You wait here for 2 seconds, and then you go. Let's continue. So he's going for the pinkies. I'm not surprised. He's going to hide here. He knows this is the good spot in his intended strategy. He does not press the button to release the barons. Interesting. And problematic because there's 100 rockets there, and he only has... He has 100. Oh, he picked up rockets from above. Okay, that's fine, I guess. That's a waste of a medkit. Yeah, my ammo management brain is hurting right now. Okay, he stays here, he rockets, the masterminds in fight. He hides on the left of the cave to prevent Revenant rockets from reaching here, makes sense, and just dodges everything. So this is basic strategy. Okay. I don't think anything looks segmented up until this point. I don't think anything looks cheated here. Even those suspicious dodges of the Manx fireballs and the Imp fireballs from the back in the Blood Oasis, I think he just got lucky. Clearly he recorded this more than once. Where is he going? Straight for the BFG juice, okay. That's cool. How are you gonna get back with... Oh my god, what are you doing? Jesus, that is unnecessarily risky. Okay, the problem with this is if there is a random Baron hiding in behind that pillar due to random movement alone, and you have to step away from the fireball of the Baron at the same time as an Archvile is going to zap you, you're dead. You do not want to risk going here unless at least half of the Hell Knights are dead, let alone going to 2 of these spots with ammo. That is so risky. Now he needs to run out and go left, left, left. Okay. He does go left to break line of sight from... Ouch. From the Archviles. I would have dodged that. You could see the attack animation of the Hell Knight. You could see he would be... he was infighting the Revenants. I would just look at the projectile and dodge it because I would know that projectile would be going at my general direction. I would look at it, but he didn't. Takes massive damage. 44% health with 0 medkits. How is he gonna survive the Revenant hallways upstairs? Because he needs 200 health for that. And I think he's not gonna save the supercharge for those. But then again, intended strategy, maybe he does. He's been doing some of the things that I do, so I wouldn't be surprised. You're gonna run out of rockets, you should BFG these as well. But I think he's beaten this fight. I think most of the danger is over. As long as the Revs are infighting something, and the Revs die from the infighting, he should be good on ammo going forward. If he gets a max damage roll, it's over. All it takes is 1 now. It looks like he's always on the edge of dying. No accusation, just stating facts here, folks. Just stating facts. Okay, BFG the... It's a terrible BFG shot. What the fuck? Okay, where are you going? It's too soon. You still have ammo. Don't hit the Archviles. It's too soon for the Archviles. You gotta... Oh. Well. There's a reason why that is called a failed demo. That's the end of it. Are you disappointed that this didn't go forward? Well, you're not alone. I was disappointed too. Where's the castle siege? Where's the Archie Condo? Where's the fucking Revenant Snake, right? None of those strategies. We don't have that footage. It doesn't exist. And there's something else I'm going to show you before this is over. I'm going to actually load the map by myself and show you some of the differences between version 2 and version 13 and some of the things that he changed on purpose. This is related to the fact that he didn't fix that line skip in the very first fight, even though it was clear that he knew about it. So let's take a look at that. Alright, I've loaded... This is me playing now. I've loaded version 2 of Okuplok. I'm not going to blaze through the whole thing. I'm just going to grab this. IDDQT. I'm going to hit no targets. ID clip. I just want to move across the map and see the differences. So, do you guys remember when I said, hey, it's pretty interesting that he tries to... Excuse me. He tries to jump this ledge here to try and prevent the pin elementals from spawning and yet fails and continues because, well, it's fine anyway. He did not fix that line skip. But there is something else that he did fix. Let's see what is different. So I'm running this with no target so we don't get annoyed by the monsters. I'm going to do this so we can see monsters through the walls. And surprisingly, I'm also going to show you the map. Hold on, maybe this first. Surprisingly, version 2 of Okuplok, when compared to version 13, is already pretty huge. You get the Crimson Colosseum, the Castle Sieges right here, the Imp Canyon, the Torture Square. What would be his strategy here? And down below, we've got the infamous Revenant Snake. Then you have the Lava Park, the Archie Condo, the Revenant Peekaboo, and this is the end of the map. Which means that, from version 2 to version 13, Okuplok added the Baron Crush in the Crossfire Arena, down here, the cavern, what is it called? The Spider Cavern, and the Caco Pit, and the final 2 areas over on this side. He might have moved some areas a bit, actually. Looks like this is the end of the map. Over on the left, that will be the last 2 arenas. So there's only 6, 7, maybe 8 fights after this. So this is quite a big version of Okuplok already. Let's take a look at the enemies while navigating through this. So the next one is the Staircase to Cybers, Stairway to Cybers. Revenants back there, Archviles on top. This looks pretty much identical. This is horrible. I'm going to turn this off. Can't see anything. There are Cybers back here when you finish the Revenant hallways. There's also Cybers over there, and the Revenants. All of this is pretty much unchanged, except for one thing. Let's see if I can show you this. When I press this button, this opens up the Revenants and starts the fight, but nothing stops you from walking away. In version 13 of Okuplok, there's a couple of barriers here preventing you from just running back with the BFG and getting out and making these Revenants and fight the Cyberdemon or something. And this was something that Okuplok complained about in one of the threads that people were trying his map and he was developing, is that it was not intended. He expected people were saying, how do you survive this Revenant fight, this Revenant hallway? How do you survive this? And he just said, oh, get good, dodge, and that's pretty much it. Which, I mean, it's pretty much what you do. There's a couple of strategies you can do here, based on how far you place yourself from the walls, how long you move forwards, when do you move forwards, when do you move backwards. But other than that, it's pretty much a feel of how many rockets are there, how far they are from you, what is behind those rockets, how far can you dodge and go back in. So I don't really blame him for saying people just practice this and get good. However, some people said, oh, that fight is easy, I can just run outside. And so, after learning about that, he said, no, you're not going to cheese this fight. I'm going to put some barriers here and force you in. Which is contradictory, right? Earlier on, he was trying to cheese the first fight by not waking up the pin elementals, and he didn't fix that. And when he learns about this cheese, he does fix it. It feels like he had the mind of his own. He felt like some cheeses were okay, but others were not. Let's keep looking at this, though. Should be a Cyber Demon here. This thing would open. There would be Barons and Cyber Demons on the outside. Cyber Demons in the corners. This is the Baron Attic. Where are the Cyber Demons? Wait, this didn't have Cyber Demons, or did they teleport in? Can I press the button? Well, if they teleported in, I'm not gonna hear them because of no target. I'm not gonna make them come in. Yeah, no, goodbye. Yeah, that doesn't work. It might have been Cyber Demons here, I'm not sure. It feels like it's too easy a fight if there's just Barons. I don't think you change that. Then there's this Colosseum. We have the spiders and the masterminds that trigger when you enter the arena. I don't see Manx though. I think the Manx are buried in a really, really, really deep tunnel. Yeah, okay. Oh, you saw the Manx there? Yeah, there's a really deep tunnel. The Manx are triggered on the second part of the fight, which happens... triggers the Hell Knights as well. Which happens when you step here. If I stop ID clipping, can I trigger this? Yep. That opened up the Hell Knights. It didn't open up the Manx. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm probably breaking the map because there's an order of things for this to work. But anyway, this fight is pretty much the same too. What is up here? I saw them. Chain Gunners. There they are. They are the Chain Gunners. I can not fall down. I assume this is a shootable switch as well. Let me get that chain gun. Yeah, shootable switch. And I assume there will be a teleporter here for the Cyber Demon as well. So this fight is the same as well. What about the Castle Siege, the first big one? Cyber Demons, Barons, and Archviles in the corners. It's all identical too. Toxic Courtyard is the same. The line skip is the same. There's the same 2 lines here. One for the co-op teleporter. Right? Right? And the other one for the door. So I could probably do the same strategy here. I mean, considering the map ends on the Archie Condo, and there's no Crossfire Arena, this version of the map would have been single segmented on Ultraviolence last year. Would have already been done. Mastermind. Manx are there. The vials, I assume they teleport. There should be rockets upstairs. And these buttons here. Yeah, I saw the button there. That would trigger probably the Imp Canyon. The Imp Canyon is the same. Imps and Archviles. Even the Archviles are in the same positions. There's 4 here and 4 there. I can fly here. Can I fly? Or can I fly? I can fly. Yeah, 4 more there. So a total of 8 Archviles. There should be Cyber Demons at the bottom. There they are. And Pinkies. I don't want to fly, actually. That's worse. Pinkies past this door. And this is the Silent Mausoleum. There's Cybers as well. There's Masterminds. We probably have Spiders and Pain Elementals. The Archviles up here are teleported in. A couple hundred Barons. And a scary amount of Archviles and Cyber Demons there too. All of it identical. I wonder if anything else changed. So there should be Imps here. Yep. Should be Cyber Demon in the back. I'm going to accelerate the speed so that I can move faster. Hell Knights. Yeah, Torture Squad is exactly the same. Resources. Resources are exactly the same. So, I mean, if he did play these later on in fights and playtested them, he didn't change the resources. He thought, what, there's 1 Megasphere to last an hour and a half? That's perfectly fine. Here is a Cyber Demon Teleporter. He should be down here. Can I do this? Yes. He's down here and he pops up and teleports to the other end. I can even see the teleporter line. Caco Demons, Revenants, Spiders, and Cyber Demons. All of this is identical. Rusty Roundabout, Revenants, and 3 lines. It's all identical. Finally, the big boy, the Revenant Snake. Do we have Revenants? Yes. It is a snake. Is it a snake? Yes, it is. Are there 3 lines? Yes. I could probably line skip this right here, right now. I'm not going to do it because I probably already broke the map because there's a sequence of voodoo dolls, and I think in this map, the version of this map, it has a single voodoo doll for all the fights. So if you don't do them by order, you might just break fights afterwards. This is the lava park. Boring as always. I'm gonna fly here. This part sucks as always, and it is damaging floor too. I assume things teleport up here. And there are Manx upstairs. We're getting close to the end at this point, and nothing seems changed. There's Pink. Is there an invuln? There is an invuln, and there are Archviles downstairs. Revs and Cybers. I'm gonna press this so that we can recognize... Stop flying. So that we can recognize the Archie Condo. Here it is. Obviously, you killed these from the windows below. Is the Archie Condo also untouched? It is. Wow. Wow, okay. So the Archie Condo, which is, by the way, the best fight in Okuplok. Actually, a well-designed fight. Extremely difficult, but it is mostly skill-based. It is identical. How did he come up with a fight like this? Did he also map this first try? Is his skills at mapping also as inconsistent as his gameplay skills? He's excellent at some things and garbage at the others? Also, it's pretty ironic that in his demo, he died by an Archvile falling down, being boomed out of a platform, but he didn't fix that. He didn't add monster blocking lines, which is a problem in the entirety of the map. Like, if you've seen my death to the Caco Pit, it's a huge problem, especially Archviles falling down. He didn't fix those. I have to assume... This is not going to do anything. I have to assume he didn't know about monster blocking lines or something. But anyway, everything else seems to be exactly identical. The only change being that the 2 Revenant halls that other people actually playtested were blocked off to prevent cheese. Let me stop ID clipping, and just to prove it to you, this is the end of the map. There's nothing after it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. in summary, it's a pity that he didn't play through more things, and it kind of shows that he and the rest of the community playtested the first 6, 7, 8 fights a lot, so much so that you can see differences in the few first fights, and probably he balanced them a little bit, but he didn't bother to do that in the later on fights. He just added more to the map without playtesting, and it just explains how fights such as the Revenant Snake and the Crossfire Arena are so insanely difficult, because they weren't playtested as well as the ones at the start of the map. So there's a huge playtesting bias here, and this is kind of the problem of the map. This is why nobody plays with you, Okuplok. And that's it. I'm sorry I couldn't show you more, but that's just where the demo ended and where the Okuplok historically died. Hope you have a great day. Good luck, and happy face rockets. No. No. Yes. What was hitting me from behind? The imps. I didn't kill the imps upstairs. Okay.